What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we're going to be talking about the 4 decks. I went to 4 different pre-releases, and I topped in every single one. I at least got in the top 8. One of them I got first/second in. That's just a lot of fun. This weekend was a lot of fun and a lot of last hurrahs. I wanted to really just go over the decks I played and everything like that, and let's dive into it and talk about it. I figured for the last hurrah of BT08, before BT9 decks start just rolling out of this channel left and right, I figured it'd be great to just look back at the 4 decks I played this weekend for pre-release. Our pre-release, we actually don't do sealed mumbo jumbo. Nobody really likes it. So we get to actually use our last format decks. And I figured since there's 4 of them, I'm going to play in each event and play a different deck in each one. So as you can tell, I have 3 hybrid decks and 1 with beelzemon. So you want to guess which one is the top one that I finished with the highest ranking out of all of them? I'll let you give a guess and then give you a few seconds. Comment down below. And then 1, 2, 3. So beelzemon was the one that I actually topped the highest with. This one got me first/second on Saturday afternoon at Imperial. This one got me 8th place at Unisoft. This one got me 6th place at Most X in Manchester. And this one got me 3rd place at none other than Most X in Enfield. So we have just want to show off the deck list, kind of just go like, hey, this is what I played. This is kind of the last hurrah. Let's see if you guys had like a fun last hurrah for your pre-release events. Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear about it and love to see it. I'm not going to like go full in depth like a normal breakdown video would be, but we'll just take a look at all the cards. So, you know, the basic 4 Curimons, 1 Upamon package, just the best of the best. Then, you know, the fun, good rookie lineup. 3 Madoki Betas to shut down any Hammer Spark shenanigans or Memory Boost shenanigans. Then you have 3 Sukuyamon for shutting down the hybrid matchups or green hybrid in general. Bokomon for just searching your pieces out. 4 Strabimon for searching your pieces out. Kumamon to strip sources away. We have Korikaku to stun shit. So, you know, that fun stuff. We got 4 Beowulfmon. You know what this is going to do. It's going to bounce your stuff, bounce your opponent's armor pieces off, anything like that. Any champion off the board is fine by me. And then we have Azumonmon and 1 Suzanomon. The reason for the Susano is sometimes your opponent's going to be swinging in heavy, and sometimes it's just good to have a big tank in security. I think one of, especially depending on the game state, and if you face like Yellow Hybrid, you want to have a way of recycling stuff back and getting in a Susano for a game. So that's kind of what you want to do there. We got 4 Hammer Spark, because if this is hidden security, your opponent cries. We have 3 Howling Crusher boost, memory boost, the Howling Memory Boost, because, you know, why wouldn't you play this? Innocent Blizzard, nasty little card. This card definitely won me some games when I played it, just because well-timed, it just shut down their turn. It's just another freezing mechanic, just really nasty. 1 Ice Wall, barely used it actually. Next, Davas. Then Sora Joe, because memory gain is ridiculous. Future 1 Tamermon, basically. You're just going to be seeing this card go to 1, and it's going to be beautiful because this deck is completely struggling on the struggle bus. And then 4 Matt Ishida. So memory gainer, Tommy's just broken. You know, Davis to set you to 3, Hammer Sparks to continue gameplays. It's not a bad list all in all. So this got me 8th place. I faced Red Hybrid, and then the last deck to really just ruin my day was Armor that just, I didn't have an out to that final play. Well, let's be honest, I didn't push hard enough, and that was kind of my downfall there. And those were kind of my 2 losses. My 2 wins were against Demimon and Maste, so that wasn't terrible. It's a good lineup and a very solid play group. So that was the blue hybrid list. Let's move on to the first/second. Because of time restraints and everybody wanting to get to the next event, we are playing the demimon package. They ended it early with just 2 undefeateds. I don't know if I would have gotten higher than 2nd place. So, because he was playing Jessamon, and this deck versus Jessamon isn't always the easiest. If I go off, I can get the win. If he goes off, I'm screwed. So, we got the Impmon package to get your Beelzemon back. Psychmon just to negate anybody's hard reduced costs. You got Dreckmon here just to be that annoying, get your option back, especially when you're only doing 1 Call for Darkness and 1 Dreckmon. I like having cycling loops, so we got Impmon for when he dies on his attack phase. You get that beautiful mill 3. Then we have the new Impmon that basically mills himself. He just can't mill for himself. If he milled his effect, then you don't get another mill if he's milled by his own effect. But you also have returning top 4 cards, add 1 Digimon card with, Beelzemon, and then grab an Ayamako. Very useful, very good searcher. We got the champions to talk about. So, we did play none other than the beautiful 4 of Soulmon. Just so when a card is trashed from your deck, gain a memory. Very useful. At the end of the day, you need it. Next, we do have 2 Eismon Scatter Mode. Hopefully, it doesn't have jamming. That's all I have to say. Doberman, same thing. Hopefully, it doesn't have jamming. But if you can pop him, he trashes 3, and then you get a Tamer back. Really, that's what you're trying to do, is get your Ayamakos back. Next, we do have Demimon and Lowimon. Lowimon hybrid game status. That's all you need to do to win. Then our ultimates were 2 Rebelli, 1 Lucimon Chaos Mode, and then 4 Skull Setamon. Rebelli just to get pieces out of your hands so you can Digivolve, get the, milling going, stuff like that. There's just sometimes pieces in your hand, you just need to toss it. Not terrible at all. Then let's get into the Megas. We did run 4 of our best boy, Beelzemon himself. So Beelzemon basically lets you play Impmons if he's milled. Anything like that is just really good. So we will do 2 Creepymon, because Creepymon, especially when they go wide, especially against armors, Mass Day, stuff like that, you can just punish them, get the Lucimon out, and you kind of get a double kill. And that gets really nasty, especially when you have, you can go right into Beelzemon afterwards and then pop maybe the champion they have, or even the ultimate. So you can clear the board heavily with that. And then 1 Beelzemon. This card, useful in some circumstances not. Then we have Blast Mode being Blast Mode. We love it. Next, we do have Ayamako, just our memory tamer, setting us up. And then 1 Calling from Darkness to loop with Dreckmon. 2 Missed Memory Boosts, just so that we can draw cards and get there. And then Death Stinger, just to gain us extra memory or pop something that we don't like. My matchups were really interesting. I had Mass Day first round. Second round was Gallantmon, Purple Gallantmon. Don't know why that was there, but it was a fun game. And then game 3 and 4 was against the same opponent because the matchmaking system was weird, but it was both Imperial Dramon lists, and I 2-0'd that. Wasn't terrible at all. I just love this deck so much. This format was so much fun with this deck once this deck came out, and I kind of got a stabilized version working. Next, let's go for the yellow hybrid. We already know how this is going to turn out, right, boys and girls? First off, 4 Upas, 1 Cupie, draw power in its finest. Patamon to combo with the Rapidmon, 2 Salamon for gaining that memory back, and just because it's the only other rookie we have until the surprise rookie, but this deck is kind of dead. We got 4 Golden Rappa because combo with Pata to remove sources off the board is huge, especially against Shivamon. Kaze to climb, Zephyrmon to climb, Jet Sylphie to gain that recovery 1, soon to be 1mon. We got Fall Down mode, basically fun stuff incarnate. Suzanomon being Suzanomon. Then we have Eden's Javelins, 3 Wyvern's Breath, 3 Memory Boosts, 2 Holy Flames, 1 Reinforcement Boost, 2 TKs, 2 Codys, 2 Zoes, 2 TK Kari, and 1 Kari herself. This is kind of the stock list I've been running since like day 1, and I love it. The main thing about it is too soon to be retiring it. So it's going to be sad to see it go, but it's going to be good to be fresh and new. So, I mean, the matchups in this one I faced, first one was a Jestimon list. Second matchup was against a Lord Nightmon list. Sadly, they were both new players to the game in general, and I spent most of the time actually coaching and teaching them, so it wasn't terrible. Next, I faced against Maste, got my face kicked in by Mastemon, and then final round was, I think, Green Hybrid again, and that one just kicked my face in, but that's just because Shivamon is a asshole. And that's about all I can say about that, because if you can't remove them, you're kind of screwed. So that's always the fun. No. I also had one against X Antibody. So it was 5 rounds this event. So that wasn't terrible. But, I mean, I also had an X Antibody matchup. And that we kind of won that by steamrolling them. Security was just too nasty on them. It punished too hard. And then, final deck of the day, boys and girls. And we'll talk about it. We have the beautiful Ancient Greymon. So we have Koromon, because Koromon is so good once we get high up there. We can just clear out security like nobody's business. And then Koromon, same thing. Just if you have a Tamer in play, you gain 1000 DP. We have a Boko. We got 3 Flamemon. 3 Flamemon with Piercing. 3 Flamemons to search. 4 Flamemon to search. 3 Flamemon to search. We have Agunimon. Being Agunimon, we need that to warp or to reduce costs. Then we have Burning Greymon. Then we have Metal Greymon Alterius mode. And then we do have Aldermon. This is the bread and butter reason why we go ridiculous, just because your opponent can't stop the option shutdown. So you have this just punishing your opponent. Then we have 4 Ancient Greymon because OTK. 3 Blitz Omni because you're going to OTK and then Blitz for game. Usually that's how. So we're going to say we have 2 Takuya Abia. Next, we do play 2 ties to get the extender and memory gain, which is very important. Now let's go into the options. We will get 1, 2, 3, 4 red memory boosts. 3 Lightning Joust to just get that extra security checks when we need it. Next, we do have 3 Crimson Blaze, just to clear that board state. And then we get Rowdy Rocker and Fireball. That's just kind of how this is played out, and I enjoyed the list very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and it was a blast. This one, I went basically undefeated. I faced against Imperial Dramon versus the Mastemon list. I faced... we faced against Green Hybrid. That was our only loss. And then there was one other. Yellow Hybrid was another matchup we faced. So, I mean, very favorable matchups. Blue Hybrid's kind of iffy. Maste and Yellow, we kind of just cakewalk it. Outside of that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!